to you about sharing the road from my point of view. The point of view of a driver. The point of view of a homeowner of a house on Hill Road. I'd like to point out that all the pictures of bikers in this presentation were taken from my driveway. To start out, I'll define the word share. To divide and distribute. To partake of, use, occupy, experience, and enjoy with others. To grant or give sharing. To apportion or take shares in something. It was cyclists who started the Share the Road movement, and it's cyclists who have switched the focus from sharing the road to owning the road. Bike lanes were built to define where a bike is to ride and a car is to drive. Sharing goes both ways. Every day I see bikers riding down Hill Road outside of the bike lane, with no intention of moving into the lane when a car approaches from behind. This makes the driver responsible for how he's going to share the road with this biker. Scoot over, move into the oncoming lane, slow down to the biker's speed, all of these dangerous and inconsiderate. What keeps the biker from moving over? Pride? Entitlement? The desire to make a statement? Then there are groups. 3, 4, sometimes 9 bikers riding together, riding 3 abreast or more and spilling onto the roadway. It seems the greater amount in the group, the greater the pack mentality, and the greater the blatant disregard to the laws. And yes, there are laws in place regarding biking as an individual and as a group. These laws were built to make sure that cyclists don't take over the road and don't overstep their boundaries. Some examples of these laws are, wherever a bike lane is present on a roadway, a biker is to use that lane and not to use the roadway, except when there are obstacles or obstructions preventing its use. A biker is expected to return to that lane once clear of those obstructions. People riding in groups are not to ride more than 2 abreast and are expected to return to a single file configuration when a car approaches from behind. Yet every day we see people breaking this law. No person is to drive, lead or ride a horse or any other animal down a bike lane or path. What this is saying is to leave the bike lane for bikers, and maybe they'll leave the roadway for motorists. As a cyclist riding on a road that was built for vehicles, you are at a huge disadvantage, and everybody knows this. That's why it's your responsibility to yield to traffic and to signal your intentions when turning. People driving are not psychic. We are not thinking about your next move. We don't know if you're going to cut across the roadway, if you're going to run through that red light, or if you're going to turn. So why is it a motorist's responsibility to overcompensate for careless and reckless riding outside of a designated bike lane? The average vehicle takes up 60% of a roadway, where the average bike takes up only 45% of an average width bike lane. But the majority of the bike lane on West Hill Road is not average. A single bike takes up a mere 24% of that lane, but bikers still are expecting cars to accommodate them with extra space, where in fact they could move 4 feet into this lane and still have 3.5 feet of additional space, just 6 inches less than an average width bike lane. Sharing is caring. Simply put, by providing bike lanes, we are sharing the road. So why not look at the bike lanes provided as an opportunity instead of a limitation, as a privilege instead of a restriction? It seems to me those arguing share the road are the repeat offenders of this term. Why not prove that you know how to share the road? And instead of complaining that there aren't enough bike lanes in Boise, show that you know how to use and appreciate the ones that we already have, and do right by your sticker. When you have this on your car, you're saying that when you drive, you share the road with cyclists. But when you cycle, do you share the road with motorists? Challenge yourself to abide by your own statements. And if you can't do that, get a new sticker. This is not meant to harm anyone. This is not meant to discourage biking, and this is not meant to take anybody's right to ride or drive on the roadway away. This is meant to raise awareness on sharing, and to encourage cyclists to have the same respect for motorists as they expect and demand from us. It's up to you as a biker to partake of, use, occupy, experience, and enjoy the road with everyone. Thank you for listening. You can contact me at @boswell on Twitter or Facebook.